Chapter 5 The Security Council Composition Article 23 Number 1. The Security Council shall consist of 11 members of the United Nations, the Republic of China, France, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, the United Kingdom of Great Britain, and Northern Ireland, and the United States of America shall be the permanent members of the Security Council. The General Assembly shall elect 6 other members of the United Nations to be non-permanent members of the Security Council, due regard being specially paid in the first instance to the contribution of members of the United Nations to the maintenance of international peace and security and to other purposes of the organization, and also to equitable geographical distribution. Number 2. The non-permanent members of the Security Council shall be elected for a term of 2 years in the first election of the non-permanent members. However, 3 shall be chosen for a term of 1 year. A retiring member shall not be eligible for immediate re-election. Number 3. Each member of the Security Council shall have 1 representative. Functions and powers. Article 24. Number 1. In order to ensure prompt and effective action by the United Nations, its members confer on the Security Council primarily responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security, and agree that in carrying out its duties under this responsibility, the Security Council acts on their behalf. Number 2. In discharging these duties, the Security Council shall act in accordance with the purposes and principles of the United Nations. The specific powers granted to the Security Council for the discharge of these duties are laid down in Chapters 6, 7, 8, and 12. Number 3. The Security Council shall submit annual and, when necessary, special reports to the General Assembly for its considerations. Article 25. The members of the United Nations agree to accept and carry out the decisions of the Security Council in accordance with the present Charter. Article 26. In order to promote the establishment and maintenance of international peace and security with the least diversion of armaments of the world's human and economic resources, the Security Council shall be responsible for formulating, with the assistance of the Military Staff Committee referred to in Article 47, plans to be submitted to the members of the United Nations for the establishment of a system for the regulation of armaments. Voting. Article 27. Number 1. Each member of the Security Council shall have 1 vote. Number 2. Decisions of the Security Council on procedural matters shall be made by an affirmative vote of 7 members. Number 3. Decisions of the Security Council on all other matters shall be made by an affirmative vote of 7 members, including the concurring votes of the permanent members, provided that in decisions under Chapter 6 and under Paragraph 3 of the Article 52, a party to a dispute shall abstain from voting. Procedure. Article 28. Number 1. The Security Council shall be so organized as to be able to function continuously. Each member of the Security Council shall for this purpose be represented at all times at the seat of the organization. Number 2. The Security Council shall hold periodic meetings at which each of its members may, if it so desires, be represented by a member of the government or by some other specially designated representative. Number 3. The Security Council may hold meetings at such places other than the seat of organization as in its judgment will best facilitate its work. Article 29. The Security Council may establish such subsidiary organs as it deems necessary for the performance of its functions. Article 30. The Security Council shall adopt its own rules of procedure, including the method of selecting its president. Article 31. Any member of the United Nations which is not a member of the Security Council may participate without vote in the discussion of any question brought before the Security Council whenever the latter considers that the interests of that members are specially affected. Article 32. Any member of the United Nations which is not a member of the Security Council, or any state which is not a member of the United Nations, if it is a party to a dispute under consideration by the Security Council, shall be invited to participate without vote in the decision relating to the dispute. The Security Council shall lay down such conditions as it deems just for the participation of a state which is not a member of the United Nations.